welcome everyone to today's Vokno Talks event, that is Conflict Confront. So today I have two special guests of mine. One is Zubeida and another is OG Michael Sunday. So this is introducing Zubeida. She's from Sharda University. She's studying BBA, and as well as OG Michael Sunday. He's the owner of Mickey's Roll Cleaning Services. So hi OG, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Zubeida, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Today it's going to be very different, very tricky, and it's a very serious topic. So today we are coming up with the main part of our Vokno Talks debatings, and here we are sitting with two impromptu best debaters that we have yet. And so today's topic is digitalization of the traditional teaching methodologies. So here we come with both of our debaters, and OG is going to speak for the motion and Zubeida is going to speak against the motion. So here we go, and before that I would just like Zubeida to introduce her opinion or her side of the motion. So over to Zubeida.
So yeah, I believe that online mode of education is not suitable, at least for now. And this is because, in traditional mode of education, a student goes to a classroom, right? A student goes outside the home, and he or she is getting a whole lot of experience. There are people coming from different culture, different languages, different backgrounds. So there is a whole lot of personality development. Which is needed more than the education, right? The basic knowledge that we study. Whereas in online education, it's just the bookish language or the bookish thing that we are reading, just the video. We see one video, we read from the book, we give an online exam, and that's it, done. We are not getting any experience. We are not exchanging any views or anything like that. And also, according to the research, only 56% of the population has access to basic phone. I'm not talking about internet or laptop or anything. I'm just talking about the basic phone. So even if they have the basic phone, only 50% of them have access to internet. And this might be because of various reasons, like there might be no connectivity, like the internet access in that particular area, or they cannot afford internet. So there are various reasons for these, and so I feel that traditional mode of education is best for now.
Okay, so thank you for your perspective, Zubeida. We are moving to OG Michael Sunday. Please introduce your opinion.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sayak, and thank you very much, Jubeida, for your points and your facts, if I may say, but it's just an introduction. But I want to quickly take us on a recap to the beginning stage of the invention of computer system by Charles Babbage. Okay, that is in the year 1822. Okay, we see that the invention of computer has, merged together with digitalization, and it has made things easy for us. It has made life easy for us in business and otherwise. You can see that whatever we need to do digitally, it's easy. Unlike the traditional method, like you own a company and you want to get prospective clients, you just have to, move from one country or state to the another just to get access to prospective clients, just for them to have or to know about your business. But with the help of digitalization, you don't have to leave your house. You don't have to leave anywhere you are to meet someone or to get a prospective client. With the help of internet today, you can access a lot of prospective clients around the world, and that you can do either through your phone or laptop. Okay, if not for the help of Charles Babbage's introduction of computerization or computer into the world today, me and you cannot be talking about digitalization. Like I said, I want to make one more point, which is, if you look at the traditional method, it is more expensive, it is costly and stressful. All right. Apart from business, tracing it down to our education system today, I still have my facts to table down why I would say that digitalization or digital method of education is much more far better than the traditional method. I will stop here for now. Just been an introduction. Thank you.
Thank you, OG, and thank you, Zubaida, as well. So we will be moving down to the next particular orientation of the whole program. So over to OG. Please validate and justify your points.
All right, thank you very much. Like I make references to the help of Charles Babbage with the invention of computer system. Okay, now coupled with internet service, and that has brought digitalization into the education system today. I want to quickly justify my point that first of all, with the help of digital learning, okay, which I still stand to say it is better than traditional learning. One, it reduces the cost of buying notes or buying books to make or to write your notes about your subject in classes. It just reduces the cost. Whatever notes you need, it is uploaded and it is sent to every student in the class on the digital platform when the learning is going on. So you don't have to spend your money. That has saved the money you're going to spend. You could actually save it for something more important as well. Okay, and then number two is that one, it also make it easy to still save cost on transportation. You just wake up from your bed, attend to your laptop, open it, on it, you put your password, and then you get every password you need to attend your online classes. It reduces the cost of transportation. And you know, in the season of the winter period, which is always very cold, now a lot of students are lazy to go to classes. But with the help of the digital method of learning, you see that you could just wake up and then just go to your laptop, no matter what you're looking like. We have the opportunity of not turning on our video in classes. You could just be anything and make sure you're listening to your class or to your instructor in the class on the online. You have to start hustling and trying to see how you can meet up and all of that before you know you go late to class. So this is one of the reasons why I still stand to say that digitalization or digital method of teaching is still better than the traditional method of teaching. I also have another point, which is students don't need to worry about attendance thing. Now, you and I know about this attendance thing, how serious it is, and it has its own marks, especially in our learning system in Shada University as a case study. We can all see that it's very important. Even in the traditional method, if you're not in class, the digital method better is because while you are online, even if you're not paying attention or you're doing something else, fine. But the teacher could still be fair enough and say, okay, this person is online, I'm giving this person attendance. You and I know that such things happen. Okay, with increased number of the coronavirus thing in the country now, this is another way to see how we can reduce the cases of the coronavirus. This is another way we can reduce the cases of coronavirus. So tell me, why would you not agree with me that the digital method of teaching is better than the traditional method of teaching? These are very, very vital things which we really, really need to put into consideration. And then it makes feedback faster and more frequent. When questions are asked, you see that immediately your brains are already up. You are quick as a student to respond to the question the teacher has asked. Even if you don't really know it as such, digitalization will help you to see, okay, you can just quickly Google it while your class is going on and you give your answer. But in the traditional method, teacher may not allow you to do all that in the class. All right, so this is one of the reasons, again, I still want you to agree with me that digital method of teaching is still better than the traditional method of teaching. And again, the digital method of teaching, it is cheaper than the traditional method. If you look at the traditional method, remember that your school fees you are paying entails or includes the facilities you're enjoying, like the AC during summer. Okay, all those things you've paid for it, and it is included in your school fees. So that is when you have a private university like Shada University in the case of this. So tell me why you will not agree with me that digitalization method of teaching is better than the traditional method of teaching. It is cheaper, so to say. Why is it cheaper? You don't need to go to anywhere. From your home, you can get your lectures and you pay lesser. Just like when you go to the digital method, you have to pay higher. You pay more because of the facilities you're enjoying. But in this case, you're from your home. You are enjoying whatever you are enjoying. You're enjoying the classes, the comfort of your home. You're getting your classes. So the cost will reduce. And finally, let me just say that the digitalization method of teaching particular students, particular university or universities, you discover that students will not run, the university will not run into debt, student debt. There will be no loan of students. Everybody must pay their school fees. If you do not pay, you will not have the opportunity to be online. Simple as ABC. But the traditional method, you see that students must still find their way to the classes and their own school fees. Their own school fees and stuffs like that. So these are just, I will stop here for this point so Jubeida can say something to also justify our own part of the point. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Oji Michael Sunday, for validating and justifying your point. Now, coming over to Zubeida. Zubeida, please justify and validate your points.
Okay, so this online mode of education leads to social isolation. I'm saying this because there is no interpersonal relationships. There is no opportunity to get out of your comfort zone and make friends or gain experiences, make memories. There is a lack of these, right? And also, like, due to this, there is also lack of communication skills. If they get out of their home, they don't know how to, like, they do not have that experience. Then how do they get to communicate with people, the basic things that we need? And which is very important, because when you're working, they do not see what you can do. Like, they don't ask you what 2 + 2 is, or what kind of formulas, what complicated theorems you know. They basically see how you present your skills, right? Presentation, speaking skills, which is very vital in working days, right? Well, which is lacking in online mode of education. And also, if I have to say, there are many technical glitches in online mode of education. There might be low connectivity, and as I said, that might be because of poor availability of internet in that particular area. And if we talk about this online education also, there comes a very important factor, examination. So if we need to conduct an examination, and if it is through an online digital platforms like Zoom or Google Meet, there might be chances of encouraging unethical practices, because we cannot control the each students, right, in an online platform. Then what's the use? So also coming to the practical experiences, basically an engineer or a doctor or any profession as such needs a practical experience. A doctor, if he's doing his or her medical, then obviously the person has to go to the hospital, has to see the patient in person, and has to have that real experience, and without that it's not possible. So these are the few disadvantages that we are getting in an online platform, and something that cannot be fulfilled in an online education, right? So these are my points.
Okay. So the third segment is here of the program. We are going to do a battle round, and here.
All right, Jubeida, like you were talking about memories when you made your second point, I guess, when you're trying to justify your point. You're talking about memories. I want to ask you, what will memory contribute to you taking your time to study hard and become who you want to become after studies and graduation? What impact will memories do, or what impact will it add? Yes, I'm not saying memories is bad. I'm not saying memories is not good. It's very nice, just like pictures. Pictures brings you back to memory of what you look like at a particular time or what happened to you at a particular time. It's cool by me, but what will memory contribute in this when you're supposed to be indoors? trying to work hard. Because if you're pursuing memories like, okay, I need to be with my friends, I miss those times, what impact has those friends of yours contributed? If not just to have fun, go out for drink and all of that. So what impact have they, what impact has it contributed or will it contribute after graduation?
Yes. So, what I meant to say is that we are not going to schools or university just to study, right? We are going there for a whole lot of experience. See, memories like if we sit in a home and if we just go on studying from this online mode of education, at one point of time, you won't have any friends or any memories. That is what I said. See, because we are human beings, we are a social human beings, we need social interactions, right? Without that, that may lead to social isolation. We might not know how to speak to people, right? Which is very important. And this also makes memories, experience, all this makes traditional mode of education more interesting, more engaging, and more motivating. So that's my point, right?
Okay,
And also if we talk,
let me
yeah,
ask you, that's a point, quite all right, I got it right. But after you leave the university premises, when you get home and you need to talk to your friend, how do you do that?
we meet up,
Huh?
we meet up or we catch up,
Before you
or
meet up, how do you communicate?
yeah, we use our phones, we do video calls,
Beautiful.
all
That is
those.
technology. Digitalization will help you to call, to make phone calls, to
but
meet up with
but
your people.
that is not the only means in order to get educated. There are other, we need to get out of our house, we need to get socialized, we need to gain more practical experiences. Everything cannot be done on digital mode
Yes,
of.
I know everything cannot be done on digital mode, but I'm still asking you, what is the essence of going out when you see the high rates of increase of cases about this coronavirus thing? Tell me, are you still going to risk your life and risk the life of your friends because you want to socialize with them after classes? Don't you think it is
Of
better
course,
you go?
at this particular kind of period, we need to opt for digital mode of education because we are left with no choice,
So with
right? but there
digitalization,
are
you can make
but
phone
there are
calls and
plenty
talk to your
of
friends and have your phone.
Yes,
Why
but there
risk your
are
life?
plenty of people. It is a curse to those children, those poor kids who cannot afford a basic phone, basic internet. They do not have basic access to internet. What do you want to say to them? How can you give them these accessibility?
But they can make phone calls. Must they be on the internet to communicate? Must they be on the Zoom or whatever WhatsApp thing? As long as you can
But
make
they do
phone
not
calls.
have access to those things because
But
I'm talking about the rural India.
I understand your point. Even if it's not an Android phone, as long as that phone can make a call, you can still reach out to the people you want to reach out to. Must you reach out to anybody
I
on social media platform?
I do agree, and there is also a thing called as midday meal. Have you heard about it, Michael?
But
In
what?
India, midday meals.
No, I haven't heard about it.
Okay, so in India, the government provides to government schools and schools midday meals, right? Uh, so that is like a part of initiation in order to encourage rural kids to go to their schools. So why do you think so these are few things which keeps the children in their school, which encourages education. But if we ask them to just study from a laptop or a phone through digital medium, they obviously there is no such factor like encouraging factor. And
Every child that is in a family, it is a duty of the child as long as you can do some house chores. It is not a force, it is your responsibility to take care of those house chores.
it's the responsibility, but how do you educate those parents that education is a basic right? Every children has the right to get educated.
All right, now let me tell you, you just have to agree with me that digital method of teaching is still the best at this time. Even after this time, it is still the best. Because one, I want you to know that change is the only constant thing in life. And when change comes, we have to adapt to it. Let me ask you again. We have been running a digital method of teaching or operating on digital method, traditional method of teaching. Okay, but that has been for years, and now technology has really helped and come in. Are you expecting people to still be suffering when education can actually be made easy for them to learn? Hello?
Yeah.
They just have to
Yeah.
adapt to the new method, which is technology.
The change is required, yes, but not now, because the country has not developed that much in technology, right? In case of the internet, at
How do you
least for
develop?
now, we do not
Is
have
it
that
until you have,
accessibility.
wait a minute. Is it until you have the whole money before you can start building a house? No. No matter how little you have, you start. As long as you have the vision to build a house, to complete a particular house, you don't wait until you gather the whole money. It's just like you waiting to get into school and you say, oh, I need to get like 1 lakh before I can start studying. If you're waiting for that, 1 lakh will never come. No matter how the level of the what is it called, the internet, or no matter the level it is right now, which digitalization is not really expanded as such. Trust me, the little you have or the little method we have right now, let's make use of it to make things easy. Are we going to say because it is not yet on the high pace which you're expecting, and then people should continue the traditional method with this kind of pandemic situation? Of course not.
Thank you, Mr. Oji Michael Sunday. We will be hearing the concluding statement from both of you.
Okay, so what
All
I
right.
feel is that maybe online education can be a better with a blended mode, like with the traditional mode of education. So that's my opinion, and we can effectively use these both together in order to have an effective education system. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, debater. You've spoken well. It was actually interesting hearing from you and your facts and points. It was okay.
You too,
But
Michael.
I still stand to say that digital method of teaching in our education, for our education system or in our education system today, is still the best way to do it, because times are changing, things have changed, and we are improving. Okay. All right, so I still stand on my ground. I'm not relenting, and I'm still going to raise my both hands and legs on the ground to say that digital mode of teaching is still the best, just to ensure that lives are saved because of the high increased rate of the cases as per this coronavirus. So I want to say, let digital methods still be maintained if possible for as long as it could take. Thank you.
Thank you, Oji, and thank you, Zubaida, for being with us on this day. And thank you for giving us your validated and justifications on your opinions. And as we can see, the conclusion was very straight. We can actually coexist traditional educational methodologies and digitalization with it. This is a spark in the education system which Indian education and the worldwide education can actually adopt to get it better and get it developed with the adaptations. Thank you everyone for being here, and stay safe and have a nice day ahead.
Thank you too. Bye.